Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed. WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Hal Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Hal Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Hal Insurance is proud to serve you.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
Alrighty, it's time for some Redbirds baseball on Redbirds Live. Additional game added to the schedule. You bring in the Marion Wildcats here on this Saturday. And Redbirds and Wildcats just underway. First pitch comes in at 4:56. Hendrix Woods will be on the mound for West Frankfort. So the sophomore with a big opportunity, Paxton.
Yeah, quick Saturday game here. Not usually play a Marion game on a Saturday, so you come out here and see if you can't maybe throw yourself into the rotation here and show coach that you're a guy that you can rely on during the conference game.
It's grounded right side, knocking it down, and the play will be made by Kanan Shoup over at second base, one away. And that was the shortstop Will True, who's put out for out number 1.
See how the Redbird defense is today. After last game, you feel like the defense is what made you lose that game, so we'll see if there's any significant difference in what we saw last game.
They certainly like to see that. Ball behind 2-0 to the leadoff man. You come back and get him on a pretty weak ground ball over to second base. Showing bunt, pulling back is the center fielder, Gabe Hart. He'll wear number 3 and bat from the left side.
Minus the pitch that was put into play, he hasn't been anywhere close to the zone, hitting the dirt on every pitch.
Another miss here outside.
Like he's throwing across his body here to start this game. Not really finishing his pitches, almost finishing straight up. But then make you throw all arm.
Another one in the dirt behind the plate today. Will Scales, the Frankfort backstop around the infield. Hunter Gaither at third, Chris Samples at short. We mentioned Kanan Shoup at second, and at first base it's Hunter Lowe, and there's a 4-pitch walk to Hart.
Certainly don't want to give out free passes here early or to a team like Marion. We'll see how aggressive they are on the base path.
And here's Aiden Pickles. He'll bat. He'll play second base. Woods misses low again.
Good read. It's a really good read there by the kid. You might need to go out there and talk to Woods here. Just he hasn't been anywhere close to the zone. Certainly would like to talk to him before it could snowball into something big here in the first inning.
Yeah, it's been the same thing on repeat, Paxton.
Yeah, I'd either have the catcher go talk to him or I'd be walking out there because certainly something's off right now.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think his first career start on the mound. Anytime you've seen him in the games, it's been out of relief, and certainly a different way to approach things.
Yeah, it is, and he could have easily known he was pitching all day today too, so kind of psych yourself up a little bit and not finding the strike zone here early. Certainly throwing all arm right now, so he needs to finish his pitches, use all of his legs there. He's got long legs, he needs to use them. Really needs to find it here soon.
I think it's an auto take here, you would think, and another miss low.
He's just not finishing his pitches right now. He's finishing too upright.
If you're a leadoff guy, True, you're probably regretting that swing.
Yeah, he was a little aggressive there, and that's technically been the only strike here. And that was really not a strike either. He went out kind of reaching for it.
First baseman Alex Henry. Next to dig in, the cleanup man for the Wildcats. He'll take a called strike 1. Calling the balls and strikes today, that's Jeff Wilkerson behind the plate.
Don't necessarily know why our first baseman's in right now for a bunt.
Out in the field, calling on the bases, that's David Buckingham. Now you got Lowe creeping in on the grass.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Runner's taken off.
Off the bat. It's playable. That's out of play now. Well, technically, because it hit that back fence there, but we're going to play it.
Well, I think that is in play. It would have had to kick into the dugout. Certainly a quirky play.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
Runners move up 90 feet.
No one really talking on Frankfurt, too, when the runners were off.
Scales had no idea.
Yep. As a catcher, certainly make me mad.
Fouled off right side, out of play.
The Woods here, you have been struggling to find a zone here, but you got one out. So if you can get it out here again quickly, then you could certainly get yourself out of this inning without anybody scoring. Looks like he's struggling to find his grip there on that pitch.
And that hit him on an 0-2 pitch. Bases loaded. Command not there here in this first inning for Woods.
I'm not saying it's too early, but I wouldn't be against getting somebody warming up just to be ready, because it really hasn't been close with a whole lot.
The way it's going, you'd be fine trading a run for an out here for Frankfurt.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fly ball. That'd get the job done for Marion. Out there in the outfield, it's Parker Allen in left, Chase Bennett in center, and Chase Patterson in right. Chopped foul at the plate.
You can also turn 2 here. So now in an 0-2 count here, you were just in one last at bat and ended up hitting the batter. So certainly need to make a good pitch here. Don't leave anything up for them to drive.
This is the third baseman, Callahan Roper, who's in the 0-2 hole.
Extremely good quarterback. Oh my goodness. Deja vu.
So he's hit 2 guys in a row on an 0-2 count.
You're going to get somebody warming up. I mean, even if he gets out of this inning, just nothing's been close right now.
So Marion's plated a run without putting, they put a ball in play, but without a base hit. They've not had to do a whole lot.
Manufacturing runs.
2 walks, 2 hit by pitches. It's 1-0 Wildcats.
On base percentage goes up.
Yeah, it's. The main objective here is you can give up 1 or 2, even on top of the one you've given up. You can't lose the game here in the first. You've got to find a way to settle things down.
You give up 1, you're okay with that because you have to score 1 anyways to win the ball game. But once you're starting to give up 2 to 3 in the first inning, it's not daunting, but it's it's a tough blow to take. So got to find the strike zone here, especially now. You got to make sure you're making your plays behind him. You haven't, there hasn't been a whole lot of activity early here, so you got to make sure you're not sitting on your back heels because you could easily get caught napping, and then it could be real trouble.
This is the right fielder, Braden Eystone. Lines it to second. They got the out there and on to second for the double play.
That's huge.
After all of that, Marion plates 1, but Frankfurt gets out of a bases-loaded jam on a line-out double play to second base. We head to the bottom of the first on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
Time for the bottom of the first, and leading things off it'll be Jace Bennett, then it'll be Kanan Shoup and Chris Samples. Bunted right back to the pitcher, firing to first. Bennett's retired. Got to place it a little better than that.
Yeah, certainly need to.
Doing the pitching for Marion to start this game out will be Braden Walsh. And Corey Stevenson behind the plate. One away for Shoup. He takes a ball high. Around the horn for Marion on the infield, it'll be the third baseman Callahan Roper, then Will True over at short. Hayden Pickles at second, and Alex Henry at first. Grounded over to third base. Low throw, but it'll be in time, 2 away.
Nice stretch over there at first. 2 quick outs here, on the bottom of the first. For Shoup, you're certainly feeling that's a pitch you could have done some damage with. Just got a little out front there and ended up being an easy ground out there to third.
Now it's Chris Samples. Also mentioned the outfielders for Marion, Aiden Reed in left, Gabe Hart out in center, and Stone out in right. Man who lined into that double play to end the Marion threat. One ball, no strikes to the Redbird shortstop.
Nice rib. Redbird's out in front here on some of his pitches. Certainly need to keep your weight back. Not throwing overly hard right now, so you just got to keep your weight back and not be out on your front foot. Both hitters back to back here have been out front.
Inside, ball 2. Popped up left side. Looks like this will get out of play, and it will. Certainly an opportunity for both offenses today. Playing on a Saturday in the middle of conference play. You've got conference games before. You're going to have some next week. It's going to be some guys that might not always get the ball in some of the marquee matchups. So both teams offensively, they need to put up some runs today.
Chance for some guys too. Right under the glove there. Chance for some guys too who maybe don't, like you said, get the chance to show out and maybe show their coach, hey, comes a time in a conference game you need somebody. I might be the guy you can call on here. Whether that's grabbing some stolen bases or making some good plays in the outfield, it could be anything, you know. Go out there, show your coach what you can do.
So here's Chase Patterson, the right fielder. And he made some nice plays in right field in that last game to keep a couple of runs off the board for DuQuoin. A couple of catches he had, they run a long way to get to. Ended up being, I think, a couple sack flies, but it would have been, instead of 2 runs, it probably would have been 4 or 5. A game that Frankfurt fell, what, 6-5 in that game?
Yes.
Patterson
rip.
fly ball out to left, drifting back near the wall, and it's put away. Patterson just got under it. We head to the second, 1-0 Wildcats on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Just starting the second in a line drive extra base hit to center field for Walsh. Marion's in business here in the second.
Sends it right back where it came from.
And next will be Hayden Harris.
Now you got to make sure if you're Woods, you struggled on that first inning to find the zone, but now you want to make sure you're not just leaving pitches out over for them to get their hands extended on. You got to still try to find the edges.
Showing bunt, pulling back. Taken below the zone, 1-0.
Your scales too, got to make sure you're dropping a block, and we saw some pitches in the dirt, which those ones that bounce in front of home plate are always tough to block, but just got to try to do what you can.
Called strike, outer black, and this ball's thrown into center field. 390 feet.
Maybe more now. Redbirds catch a break there, throwing the ball around. Seeing who can throw it over the head on highest.
It looks like that's a courtesy runner over at third base.
Yeah.
Running for the pitcher. Didn't catch the number, but
I think it's number 1.
regardless, runner at third, nobody out here in the second. Popped up right side, long way to go for Patterson. He's there, makes the play. Play will be at the plate, and the runner will tag up and score.
It's nothing like being a hitter when you go up there gonna act like you're gonna sacrifice someone over to third base and you get an opportunity to drive in the run. Does a good job there of not trying to do too much, goes with the pitch and drives in one on the sacrifice fly.
And yeah, that was number 1. That's Tarleton who scores Marion's second run. This is Aiden Reed, starting left fielder. He's ahead 2-0. Swing, and he chased ball 3.
Woods there, you need to live on the outside, just going off of that swing right there. Try to see if he'll go for it again there. Even if he makes contact, it'd be a harmless ground ball. And we don't want to go in.
And he chased another one out of the zone. That would have been what, ball 5?
Yeah, rinse and repeat. He's trying to pull that outside pitch, and he's out in front. He's not going to be able to catch up or even get to it.
The payoff pitch. Strike 3. Down goes Reed looking for out number 2. So you take advantage of him expanding the zone, and you come back and you freeze him for strike 3. And that's big with the lineup flipping back to the top. Here's Will True.
Certainly didn't want to, if he was going to get on base, you'd rather it be a hit there, not a walk. So good job of getting that out there.
True grounded to second earlier in the game. He's grounded there again. And he's retired again by Shoop. We head to the bottom of the second. 2-0, Wildcats up on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you.
Bottom of inning number 2, and it's going to be Will Scales, Parker Allen, Hunter Gaither. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the Redbird order. Redbirds trailing 2-0. Run scored in that top half on the sac fly by Harris.
Shot off the catcher's mask there.
Probably had that happen a few times.
I certainly did. Some people might say that explains a lot.
I think I'd be on that list.
I had a feeling you would be at the top.
So 0-1 quickly on Scales. The next from Walsh. And he fights it over to second base. Charging, making the play is Pickles, 1 down.
Pitch you'd like to turn on. Could do some damage with it in that location.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's a base hit for Parker Allen. He's hit the ball hard here as of late, and extended that game when he got his first at bat. In the 7th inning the other day, comes off the bench cold, gets a base hit. Now in the start, Allen with a base hit right back up the middle. That'll bring in Gaither. Allen's going to take off. First pitch, he's running, and he's in there safely. As the ball gets away. Allen gets back up to his feet, getting ready to go. As he was shaking up a tad on that dive into second. Counts 0-1. Pitch in. Gaither grounds it down the line. That's a fair ball. That got under the glove of the third baseman, and Allen's going to be sent. A bobble out in left. Gaither's going to retreat. That's an RBI base hit for Gaither.
Gaither didn't know if he wanted to dive back in or just walk back in to first base, but nonetheless, a good job there, driving in a run. Smart decision not to go to second either. That was good there. Don't run into an out here.
I'm not sure how he kept that baseball fair.
Either.
That was inside off the plate, and he just tucked it in the fair territory down the third base line. Next is Hunter Lowe, the Redbird first baseman. We saw Lowe get a hold of one the other day. He'd like one of those right here. Instead, it's grounded to short, and this could be two.
You got time.
Double play, 6-4-3. We head to the third. Redbirds get one back. It's 2-1 on Redbirds Live.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the MyShelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
Two to one as we enter the third inning. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for Marion. That's Gabe Hart, Aiden Pickles, Alex Henry. Three of those guys reached back in the first inning when Woods could not find his command of the baseball. First pitch, fouled off at the plate by Hart. Kind of an interesting day, too. Woods And the JV Redbirds were in action over at Harrisburg today at noon with a start. They won 5-4 over the JV Bulldogs. And Woods actually went 3 for 4 in that ball game.
Nice.
At the plate. I think the big hit was the top of the 7th 3-run homer from Andrew Conaway.
That'll do it.
Frankfort battled from 4-0 down to win that game. Colton Bonner went the distance, and he got the victory on the mound. That's always a nice victory to win over a good program like Harrisburg.
Oh.
Doesn't matter the level. If you're playing them in baseball, that's a nice win.
And with the distance, giving up 5.
Gave up 4, and they were all unearned.
Okay, that makes sense. So I was confused. I'm like, he must have just had one bad inning.
4 unearned runs.
Oh, that needs to be fixed. But yeah, shouldn't have found yourself that far down. But
Full count to Hart, and he takes below the zone.
so it's Tony. What you didn't want to do there is give up a walk to the leadoff guy with the heart of the order coming up. But see if you can't work around it.
This is Pickles, the second baseman. Just off the plate and low, ball 1.
Would be shocked if we see the runner off with this pitch. If he can get a good jump.
And it
Didn't matter anyways.
goes through the legs of Scales to the backstop, 2-0, and the runner up to second base.
Or 1 there. In the bottom half, you certainly don't want to give it right back, but just want to try to limit it here. If you do give up 1, just make it 1.
I think that might be the first strike that Pickles has seen at the plate today. I think he might have walked on 4 pitches earlier.
Yeah.
And now he's in a 3-1 count.
That's a shot.
Laces this one out to left center for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. Samples can't get it out of the glove. It was going to be a tough to make the play either way, but not getting it out of the glove just assures that the run comes in. RBI single for Pickles makes it 3-1.
Found himself in a 3-1 hitters count. Got what he liked. Pitch up in the zone, and he was ready for it.
And he was ready to see a pitch to hit after watching 7 called balls in a row. So it's Alex Henry next.
Getting finding himself down here in the count.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Almost looked like a swing to distract Scales throwing it down.
Yeah.
You just need to be a little careful. You need to be careful. Don't impede it or else...
certainly wasn't a hit and run, unless that's what he thought. He just felt like he needed to swing to show he tried. That pitch was almost in the glove by the time he did start that swing. But now it's still in a hitter's count here, 3-1, so. Don't want to leave anything to be turned on.
Chop down the third base line. That'll roll foul. The count runs full. That's a fair ball down the left field line. That's going to plate another. Getting it in is Allen, but it's an RBI single for Henry.
Just past the outstretched glove there. Perfect down the line. Good job of getting it in, holding them to a single.
Now it's Callahan Roper.
Got hit by a pitch.
Showing bunt, he gets it down. Woods hops off the mound. Fields, he'll fire for the out.
Good job there getting the bunt down. Good job by Woods there to take his time and not rush. A lot of times you'll see pitchers rush themselves and throw that ball away. Visions of Randy Choate doing it right now.
Yeah, I tend to forget that moment a lot, and then
I
you bring
don't.
it back
I
up.
don't. It's those Giants.
Braden Stone. And a hard line drive to second base that was put away by Shoup back in the first. Swing through this one, strike one. (4-1). Marion, the top of the third. Woods trying to find the zone, and it's cost him to this point.
So yeah, heard him, Marion player yelling. He had his head pulled down on that swing there. Don't want to waste a pitch here, but
Grounded left side. Gaither there across the diamond. 2 down.
don't want to leave anything up here. He was quick on the first pitch and drove it back up the middle his last time.
That's one spot that Woods is getting a couple of wildcats on. They're chasing off the plate.
Yeah, they certainly are. Gotta not fall behind so you can use that to your advantage.
This one was left up over the middle of the plate. Fly ball to left, back, and that one's gone.
Yeah, he likes that high pitch.
2-run bomb off the bat of Braden Walsh, and that'll make it a 6-1 ball game.
He's halfway to the cycle.
A lot of times they say a home run sounds different, and that one certainly did.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much knew as soon as it hit his bat that there was no getting that ball back.
The one thing's for certain, if Frankfurt's going to come back and win, the bats are going to have to show up here today. It's been tough sledding against some of the better teams in the region, but also going to have to settle things down from the mound because it all started when you couldn't throw strikes.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to be falling behind. Anytime you're falling behind, you're not setting yourself up for much success. Fell behind in that first inning and got fortunate that Marion's base running ran them into that third out for a double play. So, it hasn't been easy sledding this whole game. So, from a high stress perspective either, that's, hasn't been easy all night. So, on top of playing a game earlier today.
This is Hayden Harris. A sac fly out to right field, his first time up. Leave it alone. Count evens up, ball and a strike. Frankfurt looking for that third out. Like to get your defense off the field. A nice breaking pitch there for strike two.
It's a good old Uncle Charlie coming in there.
Next on the way.
Gotta rinse and repeat. Clean folks. Finally finding the release point on that pitch.
Just got a piece. Fouled off. Another one spoiled by Harris. Grounded to short. And Samples will make the play. Marion tacks on 4 more. It's 6-1 Wildcats on Redbirds Live.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Quick 1-0 count to Hendricks Woods. Bats in the 9th spot for West Frankfort. Cutting a miss. Woods looking to get on for the top of the lineup. Chase Bennett would be next. Just missed outside. Looks like Parker Allen is warming in the Frankfurt bullpen. Rolled over to second base and one away. Bennett batting from the left side. He was put out on a bunt attempt back in the bottom of the first. They're trying to get him going with the bat because that's definitely the guy you want on the bases.
Has to keep his front shoulder in here. He's kind of flailing a little bit at the plate.
And it spoils it off to the left side.
You can see he's kind of amped up right now. He just needs to take a breath and relax. You can see he's putting some extra pressure on himself here at the plate. See ball, hit ball, throw your hands at it.
The next from Walsh outside, 2-2. Got the next one on the way. Fights it out of play.
Off some pitches here. Try to win this battle. Staying in on the pitch. Don't give up on anything.
Smacked over to short
That's by
and put away by Will True. Now Kanan shoot. Foul back. That one didn't miss by much. 1-1 the count. Shoot, able to lay off.
those pitches here. Both of them are outside, inside. See where he goes now.
There's a strike.
Really the pitch you want to turn on there, 2-1. Pitch you can do a lot of damage with. Got a lot of the heart of the plate there, so now you're putting yourself in a rocking chair here in a tough spot. Solid fastball.
Shoot will lay off another.
Two count, you want to see fastball react off speed.
And this one will get it. Shoop unable to get out of the way. It would have been ball 4, but instead it's a hit by pitch. Shoop will trot down to first base. Chris Samples ahead, 1-0. It's singled to left. Ball got under the glove of the third baseman Roper. Shoot taken off, and he should have second base stolen, and he does.
Good job of keeping that in the infield. Looked like it was bound for the outfield. So if he went out there, he probably would have been able to get third. It's one of those 2-0 counts where you see if you're. We talked about this last game. When you see your guy's got the base stolen, you might as well just take the pitch. I mean, a 2-0 count especially, that wasn't really a pitch to do a whole lot of damage with. Gotta let him get that steal.
Instead, Shoop has to go back to second base. Sample will try again. 2-1 count. 2 away. Frankfurt getting some runs, trailing 6-1. Down in the dirt. And there's ball 4. It'll be Chase Patterson batting with a couple of guys on base.
Patterson just missed a home run. Just got under it.
Now we're seeing Walsh fall behind us some batters.
Can take advantage of it. Get a 5-run home runs. You gotta chop away.
2 out there for Patterson with 2 outs in the inning, and he gets underneath another one out to shallow left. The play is made by Reed. We head to the 4th, 6-1 Marion.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
So the Redbirds will go to the bullpen here in the top of the fourth. And starting his first inning of work will be Parker Allen. He'll flip spots with Hendricks Woods, who will just go out to left field. So I think everything else remains the same. Woods goes 3 innings and just had some command issues, which had him behind the 8 ball out of the gates. Showing bunt. Allen will field. He'll throw to first. Low throw, but Shoop's there for the out.
Like it could have been trouble there for a second, but a good job to get the sure out. If you're running there, you'd probably prefer to get it down the third base line, and you can't beat it out that way.
Always weird how that's scored in the scorebook. That goes in there, a 1-4 put out at first base. And Shoop did a good job of moving over.
Everybody wants a 1-4 put out. How did it end up hitting him?
Well, Will True is trying to break up a trend. He's grounded out to second base twice. 0 for 2 at the top of Marion's lineup. He'll take upstairs, and he's ahead 2-0. There's strike 1, right over the heart from Allen.
You don't see often hitters with a gap between their hands. He kind of has a little bit of a gap there. Don't want to give up any free passes. You're already down 5.
You know, I can't think of a whole lot of guys that do that.
I know Nolan Gorman attempted it for a while. It's one of those things where, it might be there to help, but certainly setting you up to pull a lot of balls with how your front arm's going to be compared to your left. This is coming from a well-known pull hitter.
All he did. Grounded to first. Low bobbles. He'll pick it up right at the base for the out. So 3 groundouts to the right side. This one was a dead pull to first base for True, and here's Gabe Hart. I guess the most famous example of a split grip would probably be Ty Cobb. I think he was famous for that. I think it worked out pretty well for him.
Certainly unorthodox. Really depends on the type of hitting you're looking to do. If you're looking to hit for power, I wouldn't do it, but
Another one to low, and Parker Allen a 1-2-3. Good to see that.
Yeah.
For Allen out of the Frankfurt pen. We head to the bottom of the fourth on Redbirds Live.
WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galatich Honda in West Frankfort.
All right, let's see if the Redbirds can ride off some of that momentum. A quick 1-2-3 inning in the top half of the frame for Parker Allen, and now the Redbirds bat. It'll be Scales, and then it'll be Allen, followed by Gaither.
Going up against a new arm here. Redbirds do.
And Marion, as you mentioned, Paxton goes to the pen, and that'll be Aiden Reed out there on the mound. And it's a quick 3-0 count to Scales. Reed fires in his first strike of his outing to get back in the count. This one misses below the zone. Leadoff walk in the bottom of the fourth. Certainly something you don't want to give up with a 5-run lead.
Let's see how aggressive Allen is here. Got two ways. You could say he's struggling to find the strike zone, so I should take, or be ultra aggressive here, thinking he's going to try to lay in a fastball to get ahead of batter here. So being aggressive may not be a bad thing.
It's in the dirt.
Yeah,
It looks like Kazadi running at first base.
looks like it. Yes.
No run for the catcher Scales. Allen, slow roller to third. Gonna be a tough play, but they didn't get him. Oh, I thought they had him.
Yeah, it looked like he
Bang bang play goes the way of Frankfurt.
seemed like he was in the air there, but take advantage of him now. But if you're Marion, you just gotta force anywhere now. A guy who can do damage, but a guy who can also ground into a double play.
It's Hunter Gaither. Single to left.
Just kept it fair.
He brought in Frankfurt's only run to this point. And this one to the backstop. Stevenson needed some help finding it as it took a crazy carom to hit off to the right side of him, but then it shot to his left. Needs some help. The runner's only able to move up 90, second and third. Gaither looking to drive something to the outfield. He'll lay off this one. 3-0. Swing and a miss. Full count.
Not a 3-1 swing you want to see, or an approach you want to see, but now 3-2, you got to battle. Anything close, I'll leave it up to the umpire to make that decision. Nice.
Line to the right center for a base hit for Gaither. That's going to plate two and make it a 6-3 game.
Chapman going with the pitch.
Gaither has driven in all 3 of Frankfurt's runs. Hunter Lowe digs into the box. He grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. 0 for 1 on the contest. Gaither leads from first. Lowe swings first pitch and grounds a ball to right field for a base hit.
Perfect spot.
Now it's Hendricks Woods. Starting pitcher for Frankfurt, who moved to left field. He bats with 2 on and nobody out. Woods a fly ball. Straightaway center. And it's put away. Or drifted to his left, I should say, but medium depth. Easy play for Hart.
Good time to get a knock here. Your leadoff guy.
And you got to be careful if you're a roper over at third base.
Yeah, certainly not afraid to put a bunt down. Just got to make sure you put it in the right spot, because bunt right now could also end drastically if it doesn't go the way you want. As a runner, you got to make sure if he does bunt, the bunt is down.
I think Frankfurt, with all due respect, probably the slowest combo of base runners they could have.
Yeah. Mix and match it, but yeah, it's probably the slowest one you could mix and match right here.
That's with Gaither at second and Lowe at first.
Unfortunately,
they both reached on base hits.
With this guy hitting, he's very fast, so double for him might just only be a single.
Up and away. Outside. Almost seems like Reed's afraid to miss over the heart, and he's missing instead, just outside. He's not getting the call. This one misses down low.
It seems for him right now he's not pitching. He's pitching not to give up a hit. And that's 2 different things. If you're pitching not to give up a hit, you're not going to be aggressive and you're going to be all around the zone. And seeing what we're seeing here, if you're just going out there to pitch, which it's hard sometimes coming in with a 5-run lead, knowing, maybe this isn't a close game right now, but now you look up and a base hit here could, really.
Ball in the gap, you're thinking Bennett might score from first base.
Yeah.
Grounded foul, third base line.
Just past the outstretch arm of House over there.
It's happened
multiple times this year.
Seems like every time it's went his way. Give him credit, he's trying.
He is. He's scared one of these days he's going to fall.
That happened, he might not be able to get back up.
Yeah. Be interesting to see how he plays it off.
Slapped out to center on a line. It's caught. And the play coming in will be cut off.
Probably a smart decision there. Don't want to run into a third out here at home.
Would have been interesting because it looked like that ball was tailing up the third base line. So it's getting cut off there. Would have made for a play at the plate.
Made for an interesting play at the plate.
So now it's Chris Samples.
So you find yourself here now. Bases loaded and a chance to still get some runs, and that's why it's, sometimes you'd rather not risk it, especially with who you got there running at third.
Should be 1-1.
Yeah. Looked like he was going to ring it up for a strike.
Base is loaded for Samples. Check on low, back in. Samples lays off. Big moment here. Could Frankfurt get back in it? Trailing by 3, but all 3 bases are filled with Redbirds. They'll check on low again.
I mean, there must be an alternate universe that Marion thinks Lowe's a stealer. Doesn't really have anywhere to go with a runner in front of him. Must be, some sign confusion here, some miscommunication.
Three and one to Samples. Reed has to come after him. Swing and a miss.
Out in front there. Good pitch to do some damage with. Now you got to make sure you're battling. Runners will be off. Runners will be off here, so a base hit could certainly make things interesting with the speed you have at first.
Ball in the gap, you're certainly thinking you're scoring 3. At least Frankfurt would try for it. Swing and a miss. He got Samples on the same pitch inside, and a big strikeout for Reed. We head to the 5th on Redbirds Live.
Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort. IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort.
After a long bottom of the 4th, the Wildcats come back to bat. They lead 6-3. Pickles bats.
So I'm going to try to catch him. He's got somebody warming up down there.
That's Tarleton.
Pitch ran early for the pitcher. For the first one.
That one misses. So you start with a couple of off-speed pitches, and then you got to try to battle back. Instead, you miss with your fastball. 3-0 the count. Strike call to Pickles. Next would be Henry, then Roper. So the part of the Wildcat lineup, that's 3, 4, 5. Swing and a miss. Tried hitting a 5-run homer.
I did. Had to finish out looking at his third base coach every time we're doing that. You get lucky if you do. Got to keep your head on the ball. Certainly got the pop in the bat to do it, but
This one misses outside. Not a whole lot of things more frustrating than that. You fall behind 3-0, you come back, get it pulled, and you let him have the free pass. So the leadoff man reaches again. Here's Alex Henry.
he's missing a wing. It's one of those type of pitchers you can see what his problem is. Momentum's taking him to first base. He's falling off. Should never finish as far off as he is right now.
And it's tough to get outs when you're throwing off-speed pitches like that when you're already behind in the count. That's 2-0. This one's laced out to center. Bennett to his left. He makes the catch. Fire behind the runner,
That's
and
why
he gets
you don't
away.
do that. That's exactly why you don't do that. No need to do that. There was no chance of getting a double play there.
A move up on the air, on the throwing air from Bennett.
90 feet. May not seem like a lot, but if this game were to finish 7-6 and that run scored right there, that could be a tough pill.
This one misses a little too high against Roper. He's ahead 1-0. Roper yet to have an actual at bat logged. He's been hit by a pitch and he's had a sacrifice bunt. So he's 0 for 0 on the game. Runner's taken off.
They pitched a run on.
And Scales wisely doesn't throw it. He had no chance. And that one was stolen off of Allen.
Yeah. He was gone before he even released the ball.
Good spot for strike two. Insurance run down 90 feet away at third base. That's Pickles. Roper trying to bring him in. Swing and a miss. 2 away. So now it's Braden Eyestone. He'll pull off on strike one. That's one thing we've seen from these right-handed batters in Marion's lineup, they've really pulled off on those outside pitches, and they've not come close to hitting them.
That's why you should be living on that outside part of the plate.
Scales drops and blocks. Count evens up.
So even if they do make contact, if they keep that same approach and swing, it's going to be a little dribbler to third base or shortstop. Unless you're throwing into the bats, which is inside.
Grounded to short. Samples. They'll field it. And he'll put away Ice Stone for out number 3. 2 scoreless frames for Parker Allen. Redbirds looking to get the bats going, trailing by 3 on Redbirds Live.
Kids Corral is a licensed child care center and preschool serving children from 6 weeks to 12 years old in West Frankfort and beyond. Owned by FCHS 1989 alumni Gina King and 1992 alumni Kristen Cass, Kids Corral is located at 218 South Horn Street in West Frankfort. Call them today at 618-937-4700 for more information. Kids Corral, proudly taking care of the next generation of Redbirds since 1998.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Bottom 5 at 6-3, Marion. And it's Chase Patterson, then Will Scales, and Parker Allen. 4, 5, and 6 for Frankfort.
Marion made another pitching change here. Kind of see if we just can't get some more consistent strikes here. Not working behind, I'd say.
Yeah, they did. That's Abram Tarleton who comes in to pitch for the Wildcats.
For Marion coaching staff, you're probably thinking, hey, let's just let our defense work.
And Patterson slaps one down the right field line. That'll go foul. Strike 3.
Good spot. Can't place that any better there.
Next will be Will Scales. He bats after Patterson went down looking. Like the same spot there, strike 1.
Pumping in strikes here. Show me exactly what Marion was asking for.
Not fooling around, getting right to business, and that's what you love to see out of a reliever.
Yep, especially, you got some solid defense behind you. Just go right at him.
Fouled back.
get ahead, you find yourself ahead 0-2, then you can start, bringing in the nasty stuff, trying to get them out on your own.
Fly ball out to center. Back towards the track. Play is made by Hart. 2 down. Scales got quite a bit of that. He hit it to the deepest part of the park.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's Parker Allen who bats with 2 away, nobody on base. Quickly 0-2.
Which you can do some damage with. I don't know what you're waiting on there. Good job of just getting a glove on that. An easy ball to try to even stop.
And Parker Allen's going to have himself another base hit. This one knocked out to left field. 2 out single for Allen.
Watched a fastball go by him, was ready for it again there. Did a good job of not trying to do too much.
Allen 3 for 3.
I don't think you sleep good tonight.
Gaither ahead 1-0. Couple of checks on Allen at first base. Gaither fouls one out of play. Gaither, we mentioned Parker Allen's 3 for 3. To this point, Gaither's 2 for 2. So if you can join Parker in that group, it'd be nice to have your 6 and 7 guys combined 6 for 6. Gaither takes strike 2.
Another 2-ball, 2-strike count with 2 outs here. So Allen.
He's going to take off, and this is blooped into center. Gaither's now 3 for 3.
And hit all quadrants of the field.
Runners at the corners for Hunter Lowe. Getting ahead is Tarleton.
Out there. Shot some nice movement.
Last time up, low. Was able to ground a base hit to right. One and two. The next pitch. Ooh. Just missed upstairs.
That must have broke late. He's saying it was in.
He's calling it in?
That's what he said. I didn't think it was in. I thought the only reason why it'd be a ball is because it had broke late, but certainly was a good Uncle Charlie.
Now you've certainly got low thinking. You don't know where you're going to go. Gaither's taken off, and it's a swing and miss. Head to the sixth.
WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard.
Al Insurance is a proud sponsor of Redbird Athletics. Serving West Frankfort since 1925, we provide auto, home, business, life, and health insurance. Al Insurance partners with Auto Owners Insurance Company to handle insurance the right way, the human way. Call Ryan, Jessica, or Susan Patton at 618-937-4000. Al Insurance is proud to serve you.
Top of the sixth. 7, 8, and 9 for Marion. This is the 7th slot, but this is Braden Bethel, who will pinch hit in the spot of Walsh. Called strike one.
3-1 here. Don't want to lay anything too good, but got to find a strike.
And a quick walk to Bethel. So now it's Harris. That one didn't miss by much.
Solid spot. Good spot to miss.
1-1.
It's not overthrow it.
So now the runner at third base with nobody out. Full count. Allen wanted that one. He doesn't get it. Harris looking to tack on. Swing and a miss.
Pitch.
So this is Abram Tarleton. He came in relief of Reed. He bats in the 9 slot. And he'll pop the first pitch up. Right side. Foul ground. Catch is made. The throw coming in and the run scores.
That's why. It was obviously going to just be a fake out.
Seven 3 Marion. It's back to the top. Here's True. Outside. And that's grounded out towards right. Base hit for True. He's pulled everything he's seen today. Jumped all over it. Next is Gabe Hart. Runner taken off, throw going through, and it's a stolen base. Allen looking to get back in the count, 2-1 for that strike. Also looking to limit the damage. The 1-run crosses. Smacked out to right, and that's going to split the outfielders. Extra bases.
Oh, man.
For Hart, and he is thrown out. I'm not sure why he was going 3, but
I think coach is giving him an earful right now.
The ball was already in, and he was at second base.
I think that was just one of those, this sounds like a good idea in my head moment.
Hey, but he drives in a run. It's 8-3 Marion. We go to the bottom of the 6th on Redbird Live.
Looking for a dealership where you're treated like family? Come to Week Chevrolet GMC, where from sales to service, they put you first. Their friendly staff will help you find the perfect vehicle that fits your needs and your budget. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, they've got it all. Visit them online at gregweeks.com or call 618-937-2000. Week Chevrolet GMC, right on the price, right off I-57.
WP Dumpsters is West Frankfort's premier roll-off dumpster service, offering 14 cubic yard containers that are perfect for small DIY projects all the way up to larger home remodels and everything in between. With competitive pricing and top-notch customer service, WP Dumpsters is your Southern Illinois roll-off specialist. Book your bin online today at WPDumpsters.com or call 618-218-0623. Owned and operated by former Redbird Dalton Woolard. Looking for a place to come out and enjoy one of the hidden treasures of Southern Illinois? The Frankfort Community Park is a 64-acre gym located in West Frankfort with 10 softball and baseball fields, 12 outdoor shelters, tennis courts, basketball courts, and a pond, as well as beautiful playground equipment for children of all ages. The park has plenty of open spaces to explore, and its serenity and beauty is second to none. The Aquatic Center has an indoor pool, weight room, basketball courts, and an event center. The Frankfort Community Park has something for everyone to enjoy. Come visit the park, and we promise you won't be disappointed.
It's now an 8-3 Marion lead as we enter the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 9-1-2 for Frankfort. That's Woods, Bennett, and Shoup. Trailing by 5, but you're in a hole, but it has not come without your chances and your opportunities. Frankfort's left a lot of guys out there the past few frames.
Yeah, you've had plenty of opportunities to get back in this game and driving some rounds. Just, unfortunately you're not getting that big hit, and you're still making some laps on defense to help Marion increase their lead. You'll take that, though, for the Redbirds offense. 9th spot working a leadoff walk here. The way the 9th game's been, you just want to get guys on for your 6 and 7 hitters.
Yeah, combined 6 of 6 between Allen and Gaither.
Trying to catch Wood's napping over there.
Bennett showing bunt. He gets it down, and this one's going to be a tough play, and they just got him.
Ooh. I thought I saw trouble out there at second base, but
Woods was able to scamper back.
good try there. Kind of goes in the book as a sacrifice, but certainly was trying to bunt that for a hit there.
So shoot bats, the runner at second. Pops away. Woods is going to break late. He hesitated, but he's still going to get there. He hesitated, but at least his momentum was taking him to third base, so that's why he was still able to make it.
Yeah. The catcher hesitated too there a little bit. I think he originally didn't think he was going to throw, and then you could see he thought maybe he had a chance.
The job becomes a little bit easier for Shoop.
Yeah, as a hitter now, all you need to do is just give him a long fly ball. Go from needing a base hit to probably driving a run to now you can even get an out and you can get an RBI out of it.
And Marion's going to make that trade as well, you would think.
Yeah, infield is in, but yeah.
And it is kind of odd that the infield's in, but
could just be them wanting to work on something too. You never know. But, certainly, I would assume in a conference game you wouldn't see them like this, but.
Up five with just 4 outs or 5 outs to go.
You'll trade an out for a run.
You would think.
No. Because now, a regular routine ground ball that could be an out now could possibly be a base hit, So.
Hey, you see some weak ground balls sometimes get through it when the infield's drawn in. They barely even make it to the outfield grass.
A normal play becomes an abnormal play for somebody who has to make a backhand play or try to go across their body.
Lost the grip on that breaking ball. The count runs 2-2. And Shoop's got a fight here with 2 strikes.
They got a battle, anything close. Keeping them honest. He's not staying home though.
You don't see that a whole lot of throw over to third base.
No, you don't. Trying to change things up a bit, get the hitter's timing out of whack.
Swing and a miss. Shoop's going to take off, and the throw down to first to retire Shoop.
Sometimes pitchers just pick off to change things up. Campbell's coming up with another chance here to drive in a run. See if he can't get some 2-out magic here. Good snag.
Saves a run. Playing at this ballpark, and a lot of ballparks alike, ball gets to the backstop here, there's pretty much no stopping a run from coming across.
Yeah, there's not many backstops that. One, you never really want them to go in there anyways, but this is one that if it gets behind the catcher, you're probably going to score.
Fielding his position's the pitcher. That's Tarleton. He puts away Samples. Another scoreless frame for him. We head to the 7th. Marion up by 5.
The everyday people who make Southern Illinois so special. The ones who make sacrifices every day for their families and their community. These are the people who make us proud of what we do. You see, when a person from our community gets injured in an accident, there is someone at an insurance company far away from here whose job it is to minimize your injury, to make their corporation money. For them, you're just a claim number. For us, well, I guess you could say it's personal. We are fighting for the people of Southern Illinois each and every day to restore what was lost. We are Sam C. Mitchell and Associates, and for us, it's personal.
Ask Melissa Walden about Shelter's auto, home, and life options. Call or text at 618-937-2092. Plus, use the My Shelter app to pay your bill, file a claim, proof of insurance, policy documents, go paperless, and more. Melissa Walden, Shelter Insurance in West Frankfort. You don't have to choose between comfort and capability when you're behind the wheel of the 2025 Honda Pioneer 704. Rugged and reliable, it delivers the power you need on the job, the smooth shifting you want on the trail. And with Honda's exclusive quick flip seating, you get the versatility of seating 4 passengers and stowing the back seats for a full cargo bed. See the latest Honda Pioneer 704 today at Galadich Honda in West Frankfort.
Marion will have the 3-4-5 guys to lead off the top of the 7th. First pitch fouled out of play by Pickles. Parker Allen back out to work. Pickles has reached all 3 times to the plate. He's walked twice and he's singled.
It's a good day for the on-base percentage. I still consider it a pretty important stat, the on-base percentage. I feel like a lot of people don't anymore.
There's people that don't.
No. WAR is a big thing these days.
Well, I don't think they've brought that into IHSA yet.
No, not yet. They probably will, though. They keep changing things. Only one rule I'm happy about is the shot clock coming to basketball.
Yeah, that'll start next season. Fly ball out to right. Patterson's got to break back. And leaping, and he'll make the catch. Not the greatest route, but
Marcel Ozuna-esque.
there's no pictures on the scorecard. He puts it away.
Redbirds tend to have that problem of gliding with the ball. They don't just go right to where they need to.
Swing and a miss from Alex Henry.
Time you can get that first pitch strike with a curveball, you pretty much put the hitter in a rocking chair. Go anywhere here. Preferably not way out there.
One that started off the plate and went even further.
Yeah, when you can immediately, that's a worm burner there, and you can immediately eliminate that as soon as it comes out of his hand.
And Henry will be hit by a pitch. It's his second time.
We may not want to play on Saturdays again.
Now Roper bats with the guy on and one away.
Ooh. There's just throw strikes here. Down 5, walking guys is not going to help things. Or hitting guys, I should say.
Allen falls behind. 3-0. This one's upstairs. Two on for Stone. He takes down in the dirt, ball one.
Throw strikes. Either go talk to him and tell him he's placing the ball too much or something, because after every pitch, he's pretty emotional. Don't use a pitcher who's not throwing strikes to get emotional. Please make
Popped
the
up.
play.
Foul territory. Scales puts it away.
Big time out there.
Just out of our view. Scales puts it away in foul ground.
One of those you are begging for when you're struggling to throw strikes. If you're going to get somebody to pop up one time you can't get close to the zone, you got to make sure you can record that out.
So I've got Stone in the book so for 4. He hit a couple of balls hard earlier, but nothing to show for it. Back in there's Braden Bethel. He walked and would come around to score in his lone trip to the plate. And this is called strike one. Looked like it was pretty far out there.
Outside part of the plate's been hit or miss tonight. Like you said the last game, sometimes, when you get towards that end of the game, the zone might get a little bit bigger. That's a shot, but foul.
One and two. Outside. Nice take from Bethel. He could have easily wanted to jump on one after smoking a ball down the line.
Especially pitchers count their type of pitch. Some guys might just try to foul off because they don't know if it's going to break or not into the zone.
Grounded to third. It's actually Samples who will field it in the hole. And Bethel will beat it out.
But you certainly feel like you should be able to make.
So that will have to go in the books as a single to short. Inside.
One of those tough plays.
Initially, I thought Gaither was going to be able to cut it off, and he couldn't get to it. And by then, it was going to be too much of a task for Samples.
You'd like your third baseman to be able to get that.
So Harris ahead 2-0, and Allen's got nowhere to put him. Bases loaded.
Nowhere to put him.
Ball 4, and that'll bring in a run. So Frankfurt's going to make a pitching change with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, trailing by 6.
One of those things where if you are going to make the pitching change, I probably would have done it to start the inning off. You kind of seen it writing on the wall in the last inning. You're just trying to get somebody in there to throw strikes. It's also a lot easier for a reliever to come in with a clean inning instead of coming in with the bases loaded and 2 outs. It's all about, trying to put guys in positions to be successful. And this is going to be a tough spot, but it can also be a big momentum shifter if you can't find yourself out of this. But the most important thing right now is just to be able to throw some strikes here.
I think this is Cannon Shoup's first appearance in the season.
Well, if you can throw strikes, then all you need. Some of the best pitchers in high school baseball are guys who just pitch to contact,
Saw a good job of that the other day. It didn't work out for Frankfurt, but we saw Gaither do that really well the other night.
Yeah, pitch to, you don't need to be, a lot of times, and especially high school hitters, they're very over aggressive. You don't need to try to blow it by every guy or try to strike him out on 3 pitches. Just pitch your game, be aggressive, and good things will happen, especially if you work on it. He's pumping some strikes in the warm-ups here, so hopefully it translates.
That's funny. Sometimes you'll see that, and then
I
a
know.
guy will throw about 9 out of
Right.
the zone in a row, and vice versa. You'll see a guy warm up in the pen.
And in my playing days, I had a few pitchers to where if I knew they were looking awfully good in warm-ups, it was going to be a long few innings.
They were wasting all their good ones, huh?
Yeah, I knew I would be getting beat up behind the plate.
So they should be Tarleton back in there. He'll bat. Shoup will be on the bump. Bases loaded, 9-3 Marion. First pitch, inside. Two and 0.
There you go.
Wide out to right. Patterson puts it away. Shoup gets the batter he faces. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 9-3 Marion.
IBI Management manages over 2.5 million square feet of industrial storage warehousing and office space in Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, Ohio, and South Carolina with 64 tenants. Feel free to contact them for any management needed for your property. Reach out with any questions to Bobby or Iris Kazadi at 618-218-5995 or 618-218-2456. For any of your commercial management, IBI Management is here for you. Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies knows Southern Illinois. Located in West Frankfort, they're your Milwaukee superstore with over 8,000 square feet. Wallace Industrial Tools has the largest selection of Milwaukee within a 2-hour radius. Find power tools such as drills, saws, lights, shop vacs, and more with pricing lower than you'll find anywhere else. That's Wallace Industrial Tools and Supplies in West Frankfort.
9-3's the score. Marion with the lead. It'll be Patterson, then Scales. Patterson base hit right back up the middle. Start the frame.
What you like to see from your leadoff guy here, Marion's just coming in here with 3 outs to get, going to try to just work ahead and be aggressive in the strike zone. So you don't want to fall behind as a hitter. So if you're going to get that first pitch to hit, you might as well rip it. Bench runner, you can be aggressive, but not too aggressive here. I mean, Marion's willing to give outs for runs at this point. You don't want to run into one. Tough pitch to do a whole lot with if you do make contact there.
Oh, and 2 on Scales.
Scales is really behind here right now. Don't see why you wouldn't just keep pumping in fastballs here. Sure, it's a strike. You don't want to go fishing.
Grounded left side,
oh, wow.
and that's going to be fielded, but nowhere to go.
Thought that was going to be playable there for a second. You don't see a huge hop like that all the time there on that lip. Good job of 2-strike hitting there by Scales. We're going to get a pinch runner. Kazadi's coming in. If you're a Rever right now, your approach just needs to be to keep the line moving. You can't hit a 6-run home run right here. You just got to keep things going and chop away at it. Goal needs to be to score 6 runs before you get the 3 outs. However you got to do it, find a way.
Allen, middle of the diamond.
Should be too. Will be.
Double play.
Frustrating there. Certainly went after a pitcher's pitch there, fastball high and away, and took it exactly where it was pitched, and it was an easy double play for Marion here. Now they got 1 out to finish off a Saturday night win for them.
And it's Hunter Gaither who bats. He's perfect at the plate today, 3 for 3. One and 2. Gaither and the Redbirds down to their final strike. And Gaither loops one into shallow center. He's got a 4 for 4 day.
Have a day, buddy.
RBI for Gaither. He's also driven in all of Frankfurt's runs.
Yeah. Done a good job at the plate. He hasn't tried to do too much. Just hitting where the ball is pitched. And he's hit it all over the place. He's hit one down left field line. He's hit one over at right field. And back-to-back hits now. Back up the middle.
So 4 for 4 with 4 driven in for Hunter Gaither. It's 9-4 Marion. Still just 1 out away from wrapping things up. Hunter low at the plate. First pitch he sees, flies one out to right. Drifting back, that's Bethel. He'll put it away. And that'll do it. Final score 9-4. And the Marion Wildcats get it done. And Frankfurt found themselves behind the 8 ball from the jump. Couldn't throw strikes early, fell in a hole, could never get out of it.
Yeah, it was just one of those days where, you felt like the whole game you were down, and you were, but, you had some moments to get back into the game, bases loaded with 1 out, and couldn't get anything across with that. And, it's just one of those things where, you end up losing this one by 5, and this is a good team you're playing. Still a lot of things you can clean up, especially defensively. But I think the main thing is for pitchers here is just throwing lots of strikes right now for the Redbirds. That's their main problem, is being able to work ahead. If you can work ahead, you're going to put yourself in a lot more chances to be successful. And you know, and also starts with defense. Your defense needs to clean up too all around, because you maybe don't technically see errors on the board here, but a lot of throwing errors tonight via not hitting your cutoff man or throwing it over somebody.
Yeah,
Small things.
That's going to do it. 9-4 the final. We'll be back, I believe, next Tuesday here at home against Anna Jonesboro. So conference play picks back up next week. We got the AJ Wildcats coming to town. We'll have that coverage here on Redbirds Live. Thanks to everyone tuning in here on this broadcast. Alongside Paxton Griffith, I'm Garrett Smith. We'll see you next week on Redbirds Live.